What is up, everybody? Another episode with Drinks with Drake. Today I'm joined with Ashley. Ashley, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, rough day today. It's pretty bad weather outside here again.
Rough last, 2 weeks, 3 weeks now?
Yeah, not a fan of this. Yeah. We definitely need to have summer come so we can get outside during work. As much work as I can have outside than inside, I'm about, so.
Well, we're going to have a lot coming up.
A lot.
Race season starting.
Yep, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
My first race season.
Yes.
Today you brought me a part to plug.
Sure did.
This would be, Al told me what this is. This is a piston.
It is a piston.
Not sure what it does.
That is a stock piston. It's
okay.
for the Sonic, the 1.4.
Which you drive, correct?
Correct.
That is your car. That's ZZP car.
Correct, yes. This is the Diamond Forge piston that we had made specifically for the Sonic.
Are we allowed to show that? Oh, I'm just kidding with you. Is it released yet?
Yeah.
It's pretty light. I feel like this would be more durable. I guess it's pretty strong.
I actually had said the same thing, but
I guess lighter is better then, right? You can go faster.
Less weight, the better, right?
Yeah. Today you chose a Corona.
Sure did.
Yeah, everybody knows what a Corona is, so I guess we just pop these bad boys open.
Let's do it. Maybe we can pretend we're on the beach a little bit. You know?
That'd be great.
We just need an umbrella somewhere.
Fun fact.
Some sand.
I've only been here for coming up on 7 months, I think.
Yeah.
And you were hired a week
at the same
before
time.
I was. Yeah. So that's kind of nice. Finally get someone on the podcast that hasn't been here for 20 years.
Yeah.
Or, I guess Ryan Derrick wasn't here for that long, but cheers.
Cheers, bud.
How do you like ZZP so far?
Like's an understatement. I love it. I get to wake up and I'm excited to go to work every day.
Yeah.
Come in, I get greeted by everyone. Everyone's, always, oh, good morning. How was your day? How's your night? And I've worked for a company before where you walk in and you walk past somebody and they just don't even look at you or acknowledge you. And I'm like,
yeah. I feel like everybody is so it's definitely a family atmosphere here, but it kind of goes beyond that as well. Everybody's cool here.
yeah.
Pretty stress-free. What did you do before ZZP?
I was in the animal field, a lot of animal medical. I worked as a vet tech for quite a while, and then I got into animal cruelty investigations.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did that in Chicago for quite a few years.
Yeah, you're a Chi-Town person as well.
I am.
Shout out Chicago. Mm-hmm. Did you like it?
Yes and no.
It's probably a hard job to do. It seems pretty sad.
It is. It was definitely something that took its toll on me. I was in it because I cared about animals. I loved animals. And after a while, it was saving animals. And, they're going into these overcrowded shelters, which if you can adopt. Always.
Yeah.
Going into these overcrowded shelters and getting put down.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough room. So it's why am I saving them? They're just going to get put down. It was kind of contradicting for a while.
You have a dog?
I do, yeah.
What's its name again?
Rocky.
Ooh, Rocky. Shout out Rocky.
He was tied to the animal shelter door.
Really?
At 7 in the morning, I showed up to work and he's tied to the door, just a note with his name that said Rocky, and they're can't have him anymore.
How old was he?
9 months.
Oh.
He's a purebred Boston Terrier.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an expensive dog to buy.
It is.
Give it away?
He's 10. He doesn't bark. He's never chewed anything up in the house. He doesn't go to the bathroom in the house. You could probably leave him home for 12 to 18 hours and he wouldn't do a single thing.
Insert a picture of Rocky here. And then shout out, I also have a new pup. I just became
the cutest thing ever.
A puppy dad. His name is Louis Vuitton, but we call him the Buggabear. Shout out the Buggabear. Insert Buggabear picture here.
Solid wrinkles.
I brought him to work a couple times. Don't tell Zoom, he's not an animal guy. But the Buggabear was running around up here.
Zoom has 2 cats.
Yeah,
Don't tell anybody.
He just got 2 cats now.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I thought I guess cats aren't cats are easy because you can leave them home alone. They can kind of do their own thing.
Cats are naughty.
Yeah, but they can go to the bathroom by themselves.
Yeah,
they don't need to be walked. So that's kind of nice.
They have a mind of their own.
It's crazy to see what people did before ZZP because you think that they'd be in the same realm, but I did retail for years before that. So I was nothing. Well, I guess it pertains
somewhat
social medias and stuff like that, but it's crazy because that has basically nothing to do with cars. But you were a car person, correct?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
How'd you get into that?
Since I was young, my brother, my cousins, they were all big car guys, started riding dirt bikes when I could, started riding quads. And then I remember growing up, my parents' friends always had golf carts. And it was always, okay, who can run and get the fastest golf cart? And we just sit there and race each other all day long, you know. And then, started with the quads. And then as soon as I was old enough to drive, I was like, the day I got my license, I was in my car driving all day long, nonstop. I thought it was fast. It was nowhere near fast.
What kind of car was it? I always like to ask a Grand Am. Oh, so same like the. Yeah. What is it? 3800 motor?
Oh, to be honest with you, I don't even remember what it was. I thought it was fast, but it wasn't. I ended up blowing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do what you got to do for your first car.
Yeah. If you know anything about Chicago, there's a street in Chicago called Archer Avenue, and it's like everybody goes and you just cruise up and down the street all night long, and then you meet up in a parking lot and everybody goes to the stockyards, and that's where they would drag race, and that's what I did forever.
You liked it?
Yeah. Then I got into, like, my friends had Cavaliers and sat and watched them, put turbos on their Cavaliers. That was my life. Like, I didn't, like, do a lot of the partying that, people my age were doing. I was hanging out with car guys.
Yeah. Who taught you how to drive stick? Or did you know from the get?
My mom.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
My mom.
Everybody here keeps promising me they'll drive or teach me how to drive stick. I get that they will teach me, but our weather is so bad that, like, you can't teach me right now. So we got to wait till, like, spring or summertime.
I know the perfect place we can go. The Sonic's pretty easy, too.
I'm going to hold you to that because I feel like I need to get into it.
You do.
But then
once you learn, it's so much fun. Like, I get into another car that's not stick, and I'm like, where's the clutch?
Yeah.
Where's the clutch?
But some people were telling me that, like, if I have never drove stick before that, and I was just straight automatic, like, it's kind of, like, overbearing almost. Like, you have to, like, be in love with driving stick because, like, I like to eat, like, French fries when I'm driving. Like, I got to, drink Gatorade. And if I do that, I feel like I can't be doing all that.
Yeah, no, you can't. No, not on your phone, nothing. Like, whatever's on the radio is on the radio. Maybe you come to stoplight, change something. But, yeah. No, it's all about driving.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So how did you get from Chicago to Grand Rapids? Obviously, where ZZP is based in Grand Rapids or Wyoming, Michigan. But greater Grand Rapids area.
Yeah. I actually had originally moved to Kalamazoo probably about 5 or 6 years ago. 5 years ago. Yeah, maybe 6.
Okay.
And I was living there for a while. My mom got real sick, so I moved back to Chicago to take care of her. And then when she passed, I was like, you know what? I don't really have any ties to Chicago anymore. Like, my sister moved to Puerto Rico. I'm like,
so sick. Yeah. You just got back from Puerto Rico.
Did, yes.
So sick.
Did.
Sorry, I interrupted.
That's all right. So once I realized, I was like, the people in Grand Rapids are just so amazing. Like, I met actual genuine people here.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved everyone that I was around. So I was like, I'm just going to bite the bullet and I'm going to do it. I'm going to move. And I won't look back.
Yeah. That's crazy. There's a lot of people that are, it's pretty even, but a lot of people that are not from Grand Rapids that work here.
No.
So that's pretty unique.
I like it.
Yeah. Because then you get to see different, like, cultures. And
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's cool seeing that, like, Ryan Derrick's from Chicago, too, so it kind of seems like the race scene there is pretty big.
Yes,
and we're moving it here a little bit.
It is, yeah.
How did you get the job with ZZP?
I went on a limb, actually. I've known about ZZP for a long time.
Okay.
And I was job searching for a while. I saw the ad pop up, and I was like,
What was the ad for? Like, what was the job?
It was marketing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Like, I know stuff, but I didn't go to school for it, so I can't say, like, I have a background in it or anything. I know enough about social media as I feel like most people do nowadays.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I could probably try it. And I reached out to a couple people, and they're like, you know what? They're like, even if you don't have the skill set, they're like, just apply.
Yeah.
Just apply.
Might as well try.
I was like, okay. So I shot Kyla my resume, and she set me up with an interview, and I had probably the worst interview of my life.
Tell me about it. How was it? Who was your interview with?
Everybody. The whole marketing team was up there.
Oh.
Yeah. And I walk in, and I was like, oh,
I didn't know you guys interviewed Ashley. That's crazy. Yeah. We're in the marketing room, so.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was asked questions where I was like, oh, like, these are interesting interview questions.
Yeah.
So I answered them, and I left, and I was like, whoa. I don't know if that went nearly as good as I wanted it to go, but we'll see, and I kind of like just let it play out, and I got an email back with, hey, you've been, accepted not necessarily for marketing, but we feel that you'd be great for the team. So do you want the position? I was like, when do I start?
Yeah. So what did you actually get it for?
Kind of. I do
It's
a
like a
little
jack
bit,
of all trades kind of
yeah,
thing.
I do. I really do. I do a lot with. I do our live chat. So yes, I am a real person. So when you're talking to me, it's a real person.
What is your name for your
It's
live
just my
chat?
name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, there she is. Now
There
you guys
I
know
am.
who
Yeah.
you guys are talking to.
Yes, and so when you say I want to talk to Steve or Ryan,
Those are real people.
they're real people.
Yeah.
And trust me, if I'm answering a question and I don't know the answer, I am asking them. They are like 100%. They have my back. Any question I need, I can bug them. They're great.
Yeah.
So
you guys have a cool team down there. Like
we're
one big family, but we're split up into like different teams a little bit.
yes. Like
So
you
that's
guys
pretty
have
cool.
your own little
We have
inside jokes.
Yeah.
We have our own little inside jokes. It's good.
To kind of give you guys the layout of ZZP. So like we have a huge like warehouse where like we obviously like have all of our parts. And then we have like a fab unit where like all the fabrication's done. And then we have the bays where all the cars get made. And then we have front office, which is where you guys are at. And then marketing has a nice little nook. We're only on one story, but we have a nook that goes to like the second story. We call it the bird's nest.
Yeah,
So
it is like
in
a
the
little
bird's
nest
nest
up
right
here.
now.
It's
Yeah.
so comfy,
Yeah.
and like you would think you were kind of in a different building, but you're not.
Yeah. So when you got the job, what was like your daily thought process? Like what do you do day to day?
I was a little nervous at first. I was like, oh man, what am I going to be doing? Like, am I going to be good enough for it?
Yeah.
You know? And they kind of just like threw me into it. And I was like, okay, like whatever you throw at me, I am going to take it and I'm going to handle it as best that I can. Like, you know, my biggest thing is I'm just going to adapt to any situation.
Yeah.
So that's like, I used that strategy 100%.
Yeah.
Just to get to it. Yeah. And then got thrown into the Sonic. They're like, hey, you drive stick? I'm like, yeah, thrown into the Sonic. Went out, did some test launches, and I'm like, okay, we're going to go to the track. And I'm like, okay.
So that's an interesting story too.
Yeah.
So usually when somebody gets a ZZP car here, they just kind of get tossed the keys and they're like, here you go.
Exactly.
You kind of had to do like a little test run because they're like, all right, can you drive?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
like, the background of like, I mean, obviously before we hired Ryan Derrick, we all knew that Ryan Derrick could drive because he already had the snowball. So what was that like? Who took you to the track?
Al took me. We went out and we did a couple of test launches just to see if, you know, I could launch it. And he's like, yeah, we're good. We're going to go to the track. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've been to the track before plenty of times, but never like,
Were you
hey,
nervous?
you're going to go. Yeah, we went. It wasn't necessarily a good day for the track. So nothing really came of it. And then we're like, okay, we're going to keep you in the seat. Keep driving it, like, you know, start driving it all around, get feel for it.
Yeah.
Learn your gears. It's the normal day-to-day setup in the Sonic is completely different than the race setup.
Yeah.
Like, it's just completely different. But I've been driving it now for quite a few months, drove it to Tal and back, and I can say, like, I genuinely have a feel for it now. Like, I can drive it probably with my eyes closed.
Yeah. What would you say, what's one thing you would change about the Sonic if you could? Like, is there anything difficult that, like, is, like, hard to drive it that you would wish that would be a little bit easier?
No, I can't really say that.
Really?
It's like driving a real-life Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's so tiny. You
Yeah.
call it the chicken nugget.
The chicken nugget. It looks like a little chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get, we still have this debate, a livery or livery on it this coming?
Livery.
Livery?
Yeah.
Maybe it's called livery. We don't really
Livery is when you have like a limo.
know.
You have like a livery license because
Yeah.
you're actually carrying live people around.
Well, I guess we got it. It's finally called liver.
I mean, we could still Google it.
Yeah.
Google's your friend.
I don't know. I don't trust Google.
You don't trust Google.
No. So this coming spring obviously is going to be your first full race season.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most with that?
I
Don't
just
say
plan
seat time.
on.
Do
No,
not say
I'm
seat
not.
time.
I'm not. I won't even
I'm
tell
so
you that.
sick of people saying seat time up here.
There's some people that say they have the fastest Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Which, sure, if you use nitrous, you're gonna have a fast Sonic.
Yeah.
So currently, I think the fastest time in the Sonic is a 13:43, which is just below the world record for the Sonic. Which they achieved that world record time by using nitrous. We're not going to use nitrous.
Oof.
We're going to beat that time.
Sounds like shots are being fired at
Shots are
somebody.
fired.
Wow.
Shots are fired.
So what's your goal then for your?
I'm going to break that record, and then if I can keep
Oh
going.
shit!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're going to
That's how
break
you
that
feel?
record. That's how I feel.
Okay. So what's going to be your favorite event this coming one? Which one do you want to break it at? I mean, obviously you like to break it
So
at every
drag
single one
racing,
of
yeah,
them.
that's gonna be it's gonna be strictly drag racing. But I do. I've been talking to Tim a lot about
Turbo Tim.
and Ryan. Turbo
Shout
Tim
out
and
Shout out
Ryan.
Turbo Tim.
I would like to try some time attack.
What is that?
The road course racing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In the Sonic?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good little car for it, and I'm excited. I want to try it, and hey, if I can make it to Grid Life, make it to Grid Life. If not, I'm excited just to go. Yeah. Just to be around that environment. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for Grid Life. This is gonna be my first year.
Yeah.
I've never been. It's like a concert basically too, right?
It's a festival with racing. Like how could you put racing and a festival, music festival in one? And it's a great weekend. It's close. It's our hometown.
Yeah, we're having this debate up here. There's drifting there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody watching this video that would like to be on the ZZP, some sort of platform on ZZP, if you would allow me to sit in your car during one drift, I would love to, because people think that I would throw up in that. I think I'd be fine. I mean, I don't want to throw up in your guys' car. If you guys feel like I'm going to throw up in your car.
Do you remember when you rode in the slingshot?
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing about the slingshot when I rode in the slingshot, though. Actually, I don't know if I should say it. Whatever, I'll say it. There was no seatbelt in the slingshot. So, like, on the way, I didn't ride on the track with it. Like, I didn't go on the track without a seatbelt. Let's put that out there. But I rode to the track without it. And I was like, okay, this is a little sketch. Like, I've never rode in a three-wheel car that goes this fast that has no seatbelt. So, like, yeah, I was a little nervous. But, like, I feel like I can, like, move back. I'm pretty dense.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do it.
I think you're pretty, like, you're snug and you're in that seat,
and
though, when you're in the slingshot.
If I'm in a tiny car, like, it's not going to be moving around a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it baffles me that Al sometimes, like, test drives your car. I don't know how he gets in that thing.
So, yeah, actually, when I first was like, hey, they're like, let's go do these, test runs. And I was like, okay. Like, I got in it. There was only one seat, the driver's seat.
Yeah, you didn't have any seats in your car,
yeah,
right?
There was nothing. It was completely gutted. And, like, I watch Al get into it, and I'm like,
he's a big boy.
Okay.
It's a big man.
I was like, and now I know why. I get it. I get it now completely.
Yeah.
He's great.
So, obviously, you have race season coming up this spring, like we talked about. Is there anything that you want to do, like, with other cars that, like, do you want to, like, race against, like, a certain person here and try to break... I mean, it's nice to have a little competition.
I'm super competitive, like extremely competitive. I can sit there and say in the back of my head all day, I'm going to smoke you. Right. You don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
But realistically, maybe not just this season quite yet. Yeah. Maybe like, another one coming up. But hey, if I can get to that point of where, I do smoke you, it's game on.
I feel like you're going to be pretty competitive with the guys here.
I am.
It's kind of unique. You're the only female driver we have.
Yeah.
We don't have anybody else?
Mm-mm.
Maybe we should get a couple.
I know Lauren's teams. Pretty interested.
Why? What would she drive?
We got a couple Grand Prix that we have plans for.
Whew.
Yeah.
I feel like she'd be more...
Steve and I are actually doing the engine build today on Zooms.
It's confirmed?
Yes.
Oh.
On Zooms.
That'll be a good video. Make sure you guys tune into that. Yeah. That one is...
Everyone's been waiting for that one.
Yeah, I know. What is the build? The 3800 motor build?
It's his original. Zoom's original, like the OG Grand Prix. That
the
Zoom
one that everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Yep, the red one.
You think that he's going to let Lauren drive that bad boy?
I don't know. It might be too much.
It's a lot of power.
At first, yeah.
It's a lot of power.
It's going to be one bad boy.
What is the... What is it? It's called ZZP TV. That's what it is, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to be featured on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys tune in for that video. I'm sure it'll get released in the next couple weeks, but
yeah, soon.
Yeah,
because we need to get going on that. Time's ticking.
Yeah, race season's coming soon. Is there anything that you're going to be doing to your car? I mean, I don't know if you want to tell everybody your secrets.
Larger turbo, that's for sure. We've got a couple other things in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Al and I have talked about quite a few things. Al's got some things planned, and that bigger turbo is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. I always like to ask people this question on the podcast. What's like your favorite part about working for ZZP?
I mean...
Don't say the family aspect. We get that question every time.
I know, and I've watched every single episode, and everyone says that, but you honestly can't not say that. But yeah. I guess going back to, like, I don't feel like I get up and have to go to work every day. Every day it's something new. It's something different. Like, everybody kind of trusts everybody with something. So, like, if I need help, I can go somewhere else. Or if, Brandon or Chris is working on something and I walk out there, chances are they're going to get me hands-on and they're going to show me and they're going to give me a detailed, explanation of what they're doing and why. And I love it. I love walking out there, seeing new cars in the bays every day. Like, hey, what are you doing to this car? Hey, what are you doing to this car? What's it going to do to this car? And they explain everything, and then seeing it run afterwards, like, I love it.
Yeah, I think that's cool, too, because whenever I walk by, like, all those dudes, I love those dudes. But Brandon's always like, come here, let me show you something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I have no idea what this says. He goes, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to teach you what it is. I was like, oh, I don't get my hands dirty, but I'll look underneath the car. I can't wait for the race season because I can finally become a race guy. You know what I mean? Finally get in like a passenger seat, whip around a little bit.
Yeah. So well, you get to go down the track with Al.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. Al is a good driver, don't get me wrong, but like those are two big boys in a car, and that thing, I feel like I'm slowing it down a little bit. Like, you know, he's a big guy. But it was
fun, wasn't it?
It was really fun. I want to get, if I had to choose, like, I want to be able to ride with everybody this coming year, but like, obviously Tyler is part of marketing. I'd like to get in his car because the Camaro looks sweet and like.
The Camaro is great. I got to go for a ride in the Camaro on Tail of the Dragon, and Tyler can tell you about halfway through, I was like, ooh, you gotta slow down.
Yeah, and I literally, like, we went to go take photos, like, maybe like a month ago or a couple weeks ago for some of our merch we have. Shout out our merch. Yeah. This is still available, the quarter zip. She's also got the full zip, and then we have our calendar still. Tyler, what was, didn't we drop our prices on the calendar a little bit?
Yep, right now they're $7.99.
$7.99, so make sure you guys go get it. I mean,
and it's a 13-month calendar, so it's good until January of 2020.
See, so you're not even missing out. You still got lots of months left. I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't know if we ever showed this, but a bunch of cars that were submitted through like social medias that like are your guys' cars actually, and then just some ZZP cars for like each month. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I want to ride with T. I can't fit inside the car, so I probably won't ride with T.
You just can't fit in the back seat. I couldn't fit in the back seat.
I can't fit in the back seat. Like my knees are like budged up against like the front dash. I'm like, oh, this is horrible. I'd like to ride with Tim because I feel like Tim is like.
Oh, you're gonna get a ride with Tim.
Yeah, but Tim is like a good dude when it comes to the sense of like, if I tell him to slow down, Tim will slow down. Like he's not like Tyler. When I tell him to slow down, he's like, "No, you're all right, bro. You're all right, man. You're fine."
Okay.
Fine.
Well, what about Ryan Derrick?
See, Ryan Derrick got pissed because on one of my episodes, I was like, I would never ride with Ryan Derrick. And Ryan Derrick came up to me, he was like, what's up, bro? Why don't you want to ride with me, bro? I was like, dude, it's just, Ryan Derrick is a good driver. He's one of our better drivers. But I feel like Ryan Derrick, if I asked him to slow down, he'd be like, no, I'm not going to slow down.
You're probably right.
But he is also, I will say he's one of the safer drivers that we have. Noah's a good driver. I would ride with Noah. Who else do we got? I'm not riding with Kyle anymore unless it's a seatbelt. Steve Hickman I'd ride with. Who else am I missing? Brandon I'd ride with.
Brandon's crazy.
Yeah, but I feel like Brandon would be a good time. Like if I
Brandon
told him
would be a good time. He would stop if you told him to stop.
Yeah.
He might not at first, but eventually he probably would. Mm-hmm. Giving you a run for your money, that's for sure.
What do we have in anything going on this week? Oh, Valentine's Day. Any big Valentine's Day plans?
We go to dinner. Yeah. Same old.
I think I'm doing painting with a twist. You've ever heard of it?
Yes, I've always wanted to do it, actually.
I've done it 2 years in a row with my girlfriend, and it's like, it's fun. Yeah. And like, you're supposed to like follow directions of like the instructor. And I was telling the guys up here earlier, like,
you don't follow direction?
No. It ends up looking like some sort of like, yeah, I'm terrible. I have really bad like ADHD, so whatever, I'm just go all the time. But yeah, that's it. I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Yeah,
I think it went really well, so I'll have you back soon.
Yes.
And we'll be looking forward to seeing you break times this year. So.
Better believe it.
Thanks for coming on.